What's up? What's up? Say what? I like to be on time, sir. I'm on the phone. I'm about to transition to the computer in just a minute. I'll be back. Just letting you know. Uh,
Do I have audio? Turn this down. Turn that down. Make sure I got audio. I messed up last time. That was stupid of me. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I can. I think I can. Let's see. While we're waiting for more people to join us, everybody, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's that Southern boy in me. So, hello, everyone. Waiting for No Radio to come back. Um, let's see here. What do we got? Where's my keyboard? There it is. Want to say hello to everybody in the chat. There we go. Alrighty. So, everybody, thank y'all for coming back again for another week in technology. We got a couple of things on the docket, from gaming to cellular to mobile and beyond. So, while I wait for No Radio, let me go ahead and just jump into this. Which one am I going to do? I do want to talk about this while when No Radio's on. But here we go. We'll do this one. This is from Tech Radar. Pull this up. Block. I didn't need it. All right, so another crypto mining boom threatens CPU prices with AMD Ryzen 7950 now sold out, and Intel to be the real winner here. So I don't know why this always keeps happening every once in a while. I presume that it's kind of like a grab to kind of stay relevant due to the fact that the landscape is constantly changing, and it's changing towards lighter, more flexible, longer battery life. So I guess x86 has to feed a certain market now, and it's looking like it's getting ready to start feeding the crypto mining again. So they got away with it. They got away from it with what was it? It was the GPUs first, So now we're pushing back towards CPUs for crypto mining now. Um, Given the fact that I'm seeing their future being kind of bleak, it's not looking so hot for them. I think that I do think that the x86 days are kind of numbered. Hold on one second. What's going on, Dan? How you doing? Long time no hear. Long time. Thank you for coming back. Glad to have you watching again. Appreciate it. But yeah, the crypto mining, uh, I kind of thought that we got away from this due to the fact that GPU sales skyrocketed crazy, but apparently now we're moving back towards CPUs doing crypto mining. And don't get me wrong, AMD still has a lot of juice in the tank for their CPUs, even their APUs. Because I have a Lenovo Go, a Lenovo Legion Go, and that thing is a workhorse, and it runs pretty good. It needs at least 65 watts, so you really got to make sure you got enough power to provide for it. But it will do gaming on the go. I think these are the same APUs that probably are inside of the PlayStation and Xboxes, if not maybe a lower grade version, but they're still very functional. So my Lenovo Legion Go is doing good. I'm looking forward to taking it on the road, do some network testing with it, run some benchmarks and stuff. But
yeah,
I'm not sure what people might think, but do you think that CPU prices are gonna be on the rise again? I fear that it's probably gonna be due to the fact that in the next stories I got lined up are going to show that the roadmap for x86 is looking a little bleak. Not going to be very, very, very appealing for them. So, going to find out what's going to happen to them very soon. Let's see.
death by 1,000 cuts.
Subject.
That's what I say, Keon. Death by 1,000 cuts. Yo.
No radio. I could. It shows that you're talking, but I can't hear you.
Huh.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man?
Man, you had me muted up in here, bruh.
Man, I wasn't trying to mute you, bro.
Man, I see how you do me. I see how you do me
I
now,
was trying
dog.
not to mute you, bro.
Dog is understood, dog. I know where you at now, Holmes. Okay.
Oh man.
I said x86 is going to suffer death by 1,000 cuts.
Hey, look, it's a roadmap doesn't
Absolutely.
look good. Look, I feel like we had talked about this earlier this week because when I finally saw it, you read it before I got a chance to jump on it. But I didn't want to talk about the subject before I got a chance to talk. Have you, give your opinion. But because of x86, before I get ready to pull this up for the people, right?
Yes, sir.
Don't you find it kind of odd that all of a sudden now crypto mining has come back around to PC parts again? So one they using like the thing called ASIC. They were getting away from GPUs for mining. Now they're coming back to CPUs.
I mean, what did you expect?
Hey, I'm just saying, hey, you got to get in where you can fit in right now, especially with what's coming down the pipeline.
The biggest problem is that cryptocurrency is a scam.
Oh,
it's the truth. It's a scam. It is a pyramid scheme that works in just a slightly different manner. And the manner is get people excited about it. Everybody buys in. Since you were there early, you run away with all the money, and then the rest of the people there tank. That's pretty much.
Man, you know what? And that is something that I don't like about like early stuff like that. because you got some people who have lost their Bitcoin passwords and sitting on like millions of dollars, or quote unquote claim that they lost their Bitcoin.
Which is why it's artificially inflated.
Right.
That money can only have true value if it can be used. It quite literally cannot be used. Therefore, it inflates the value of all the other Bitcoin that can be used.
I think we just need to go ahead and have a do-over.
No, I think they need to quit this crypto crap. Just be done with it. I mean, because at the end of the day, until a country supports it, like until America, like the country supports it and ensures it, it's irrelevant to me.
Nah, they'll never be insured.
And that's the reason why it's a joke.
I would see American bucks. It wouldn't be called American dollar anymore. It'd be like Americo buck or something. It'll be something stupid.
Because let's be real, bro. All your money is already not real.
Yeah.
Even the real money is not real. The only difference is it's supported, which means losing a password doesn't make it disappear. Someone else has that leisure. And all you have to do is officially, like technically, I guess, do a reset of your password. Could you please give me your birth date, the last four of your social, who's your favorite singer? And but with Bitcoin and crypto, ain't none of that. It's gone, it's gone.
No, it's gone. And you're not remembering those. Look, man, you're not remembering that string of words. I had to write mine down. I don't even know where it's at.
Yeah.
And I never even put anything in my wallet.
And these people that swear that they need it for privacy, okay, dude, half the drugs are about to become legal. Are you that shy about your porn watching habits? I mean,
yes,
let's just be real.
They are.
You don't need to buy a loaf of bread in secret. I doubt the government's gonna go, he bought some Marita, right? You know what? When people buy Marita, that means that they're nuclear terrorists. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, bro, these people kill me. Hey, Dave, I'm talking to you, Dave. You're Monero, bro.
Yeah, Dave. Hey, Dave, I still love you, man. Hey, my number's still the same, dog.
This need for privacy is just a self-important inflation.
But here's the thing. I feel that you can overdo privacy, but then you can underdo it, and
I get that.
And because we are so lax with privacy, that I think that some people decide to go ham on it too. Yeah, some people get hacked every day, and other people never see the light. Never been touched. It happens.
Me, you know how I feel about everything, bro. For me, I have to have an actual gain out of it. Me feeling better is not a real gain. I don't care about feelings. Me feeling better is not gain. I'm sorry. So you may feel better with your privacy, but you have no real world gain from said privacy.
Look, understand something. Until you decide to try to erase your whole world, which that would be pretty much impossible right now, because Facebook. Look, it was discovered that Facebook has a shadow. What is it called? A shadow version of you on Facebook, even though you've never logged in. So my brother doesn't even have Facebook. He's not on. I don't think he's on any social media. And I bet they got a profile of him.
Of course,
because he's taking pictures with people. That picture floats around. Hey, I've seen him before.
The AI can literally be like, look at the metadata and be like, this picture was taken at 1:45 p.m. at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, in front of the such and such hotel, approximately 15 feet from this street marker. And this gentleman here has been identified.
Yeah.
Such and such. The AI already knows where you were on that day, what time.
That's true.
And just wait until they literally use these things in really use these things publicly in crime investigations.
I wouldn't even put it past it. They have already done it.
You said
I think it's probably already been done.
Yeah, but remember, I said publicly use it. So even if you don't have a social media thing, you're literally going to be being tracked by AI through other people's representations of you in public. You see what I'm saying?
All them selfies you've been taking with your gun. Well, that gun looked like it was used in that crime last week.
And you just wait until they put something I saw not long ago. Invisible barcodes are already a thing. Yes, there are already barcodes that can be put on objects that you cannot see with a human eye, but the camera can.
Whoa! Wait!
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
You just wait. until they
So
can get
now,
the serial number off a gun without having to have an actual picture. I'm not even joking, bro.
yo, I wouldn't be surprised.
Telling you, dog. And you just wait. They're going to be putting it on the cars too. So you can literally not have a license plate on the vehicle and the vehicle still be tracked.
Hey,
You
you
just,
know
I'm
what?
telling you, this
Here's the
is
thing.
all
I
coming,
think
bro.
I feel
And,
like sometimes you can like you could try to do too much to try to be very secretive, and then at the end of the day, you're not really being secretive at
no, you're
all.
not. You just feel better. That's my whole
You're not really
argument,
being
bro.
secretive at all. Like there's too many cameras. Like in London, like the London CCTV system sees everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you dropped a potato chip on the corner, so, there's 10 cameras that saw you do it. Even if you wasn't littering on purpose, somebody saw you litter. Like boom, you're like, oh, I meant to pick that up. The wind caught the napkin. Oh, we're gonna rate you a fine.
And just remember this too, right? You know how we have these license plates and all these things, right? But in the
Yeah,
future, you ain't even gonna have license plates on your car. It ain't gonna
no,
need it. So like,
yeah,
cause think about it right now, right? The only purpose that your license plate serves right now is a low tech identifier.
yes,
Meaning, you do a Amber Alert and they go look out for a blue Cadillac with license plate XYZ123, right?
right.
In the future, if your car can literally have an embedded plate that sensors can pick up, which is better
Mm.
than putting a sign on the highway. Hey, everybody, look for this car. No, the
As
sensors
your car
in
runs
the
by some
highway
sensors,
will
it will
know
know.
where your car is. With
Yep.
no plates, no need even for footage. The highway signs will have sensor readers that will say he just passed mile marker 423. So you can go and unhook all the cellular broadcast systems, and it ain't gonna matter because it'll be an embedded freaking SIM chip that can be read
The wonderful world of technology,
without
people. The wonderful
electricity.
world.
That chip won't even need electricity because we already have those too. If you look at our like ID badges that buzz you in buildings, those
Yes.
badges don't have any electricity and they can still be read. But wait till your car is that.
Isn't that the same type of technology they use for was it RFID
Well, that's what it
or
is.
near
Yeah,
field?
that's what it is. Yeah,
Because near field doesn't use
NFC.
it, and yeah,
Exactly. So wait till it's in your car and the highway can sniff it every time you pass a sign. You're getting red.
you know what's funny? They'll put that in the road before they make self-driving cars better
And the thing
because
is,
that
yeah, it don't even need to be like in the road. It could be a cheap reader on a sign, on mile marker signs. That
or
look
the
that a
or yeah the
battery,
or
two
the
double A's
banner,
will run for 2 years straight in that thing. They don't even need to have power to it.
right? Hey, what about the overhead? Like you know how you got the signs that cross the road? You can
Exactly.
embed those there.
Every
Your
daggone one
car
of
got
them.
oh you're gonna drive off road to avoid every single sign marker you ever
I'm,
see.
I'm just saying that's the future that's coming. And like I said, people don't want it. But for me, I still ask, what is the benefit of you not like what privacy thing does that stop for you? If you're not a criminal, if you're not a weirdo, and you're just going to get a cheeseburger, is the sensor reading the car destroying your life because it knows you pulled in McDonald's? Not really. You just don't like it.
I think that people just don't like the idea that government overreach in certain things, like
I agree,
that
right?
people like certain other people can
But
watch or see what you do. But here's the thing:
but wait,
your bank knows what you do. Like
but
your cable
exactly.
company knows what you do.
Exactly. So my thing is,
So
everybody gets mad, but if you go find somebody right now that's a privacy freak, and then you go, hey, what? You find somebody whose like daughter was kidnapped, and they'd be like,
yeah,
hey, if we had this, we probably would have found her.
that's true.
Them people understand. They understand that certain things are worth more than privacy. Now that doesn't mean give the government everything. I understand that, but just think about all the stuff people got away with in the 50s and 60s because we didn't have any of this tech, and all the stuff we find now.
Yeah,
All these criminals we're finding 40 years later. It's because of the tech and the lack of privacy. So I
that's
mean,
true. But you know what? Inherently, what makes you safer can also be what is like. You got criminals that rob a bank or do some wrongdoings with their cell phone in the pocket, right?
yeah, because they dumb.
And you brought a tracking device with you to do the wrong. To do the wrong.
Yeah,
Look, what was it? There was a. I always say this: if you're gonna do wrong, do it right. It sounds bad, but at least just do it right so
If you're gonna
you
be
don't
stupid,
get
be smart
caught.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what my mom used to tell me. You're gonna be stupid, be smart about it.
But like this is a bit of a side tangent. It was on like I think it was like Discovery or something. They were talking about the most expensive bank heist ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have you ever heard of a bank job so precise that they arrested everybody, but they can't pin nothing on the mastermind? This
Yeah.
dude robbed the bank knowing that he was going to get caught, and they still can't find the money. That's how that look. When I say if you're gonna do wrong, do it right. He knew everything was gonna point back to him. He had dumb friends. He accounted for his dumb friends.
Yeah.
That lets you know how smart you have to be when you account for the people the company you keep.
But you know what's
Because
sad though? If you really smart, you wouldn't need to rob a bank.
I mean, hey,
Let's be real.
it's fast money though. I'm just saying. I'm not advocating
It's
that you
fast
should go out
prison.
and rob banks. But if you're
It's,
gonna do it right.
like I say,
Don't do it. Don't look. Here you go. I I was listening to when I had to listen to radio. You know, it was like the dumbest criminals in history, and the dude, one of them was he thought that how you have invisible paint
yeah,
or invisible ink. So he heard that if you put lemon juice or something else,
yep.
and he placed it on his face and went and robbed the bank. Like
Dummy.
I can see
I seen
you.
that. I seen that. Yes. Yes. This idiot. Uh,
I can see you. You
that,
know that,
well,
right?
they
I can
get.
see you.
Well, we know why he needs to rob a bank. He's clearly an idiot. He could never make money doing anything with any logical skills.
Yeah, but hey,
This
but here you
kid's an
go. But have you seen the movie with Denzel Washington in it called the Inside Man, right?
yes, Spike Lee movie.
See, that is a bank job done right. Okay, that if you're gonna rob the place, rob it. You know what I mean? But don't take nothing. Like they robbed the place and didn't take nothing, and they couldn't even charge anybody. They had everybody, couldn't charge nobody. The man was in a pooper inside the wall. They couldn't find him. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rob it. If you're gonna do wrong, do it right.
And that's
But
another thing, they say, what is this, the old saying, hit dogs holler.
yeah,
Everybody, if that's like this, man. If it, if it don't apply, don't offend, hit dogs holler, all the same things, man. These people kill me with this privacy stuff, bro. I
hey, look,
just,
the privacy is
it's,
overdone, but
it's
it's a pendulum. It's a pendulum effect.
there
If
already
you
is
have
a
it extreme
privacy.
on one, you're gonna have extreme on the other.
You're fighting
And
for something that already doesn't exist. It's like it already's gone. You can't get it
yeah,
back, man. The genie's out of the bottle already. It's too late.
look, if your mama you put your name on electric bill, your name is already out there. It's already
Yeah.
gone. Your name was already gone when you was a baby.
And
Bye.
these freaking smart meters on houses are so smart. They can tell what appliance is using the juice.
Hey,
They know by usage patterns. They go, this thing pulled this many amps for approximately this long. That has to be a dryer. And then it goes,
right.
oh, this thing pulls it in these intervals. Oh, that must be the air condition. It's so smart. It knows how long you're running the air condition. It knows it knows you like to dry clothes on Thursday. It knows all this stuff, bro. So you just imagine the power company is selling your info. They know, yo, he's gonna
Yeah.
be washing clothes on Thursday. So yo, make sure Google sends him a Downy commercial on Thursday at 2:00.
That is true.
You over here like, I do need some more fabric softener.
Yeah, and you be like, oh, I was meaning to go get that.
Bro,
But
I'm
those are
telling you.
called relevant ads. I like relevant ads.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. These people they have lobbied so they can say, don't give me relevant ads.
Look, if you go, if
That's hilarious.
I don't want to be annoyed by things I don't want.
But
If you're gonna
are you ready for the joke though?
what?
It just doesn't show you relevant ads. It's still collecting your data.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
if it's just not showing you what it collected.
That is true.
It's still collecting it.
Now it just collects your data and don't give you nothing in return. It took from you and didn't even give back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what makes it so sad. But yo, look, my take on it is this, man, is the future that we're heading towards, AI is going to take from you, a computer is going to be taken from you, and it's not even going to be a person involved. It's just going to sit there and learn everything about us and be like, yo, I'm more human than you are. But
I want a future where the gas pump knows I like Monster or knows I like Red Bull, and when I put the gas tank in, it goes, "Would you like a cold Red Bull?" and the Red Bull come flying through a tube like the old school bank tubes. It comes
God,
to the pump.
The pneumatic tubes.
Bro, I ain't even got to go in the gas station no more. I'll take the tracking for that. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Radio's here. He loves his double shots. Here you go, sir. We got them nice and cold for you. No problem.
Bro.
But you know what? When it comes to technology wise, so we're gonna jump into this next one. So I wanted it because I want everybody to hear your opinion, and I have a good opinion about this, but I try to play devil's advocate sometimes a little too much. So here we go. Samsung does an Apple with its first X Elite laptop, suggesting that the new ARM-based Windows machines aren't going to be cheap alternatives to x86. All right, so before you give your opinion, I think this is kind of a good thing. This is from a PC gamer. I think this is kind of a good thing due to the fact that if Apple's already set the bar high, we might as well start from there and work our way down. But going beyond Apple would kill this line.
What do you mean by they set the bar high? How much does Apple's chip cost?
Well, Apple's, what did they put in here? I think like the equivalent for, what is it, a 14-inch was like 1,800 euros, which comes out like $1,400. Yeah, about $1,400 for the MacBook 13 Air at 14. Here it is. So if the M3 powered and you're technically on par or perceived to be on par with the M3 powered MacBook Air at $1,400, why price it under 14? Especially when you're starting out.
You're saying with the M3 chip?
No, this is the M3 chip
because there is
MacBook Air.
Because there's no such thing as a 14-inch MacBook Air. Wait a minute, you said equivalent.
Yes, equivalent.
Okay, so the Galaxy Book Edge 4 is 16 gigs of RAM with 512 storage.
Yes.
Okay, M3, and that was what? It's a 14, but the MacBook's actually a 13.
Yeah, it says a 13-inch MacBook Air with 16 gigs of RAM is about $1,400.
So here's the problem. Where is the 256 gig version of the Galaxy Book 4 Edge? Because we said starting price. Starting price in the MacBook with the M3 is $1,099.
So because
my question is,
we don't have a 256 gig version.
And where's the 8 gig version? What I'm saying is you can't use this. They're using the upgraded Mac version. Where is the base price model? That's the one that matters because that's the one that sells the majority of.
That's true.
See, that's the reason why this is problematic. This is why I say people will use certain information to make their point, try to make sense, but it doesn't, because this is basically what they're saying is Samsung is saying this is the entry level version for them, which seems to be purposely placed up to the highest priced Apple.
But you know what? They wanted to be. I think they wanted to be higher than gaming laptops right now.
But
because you showed me the prices. You showed me the prices for gaming laptops.
But that's not the argument. We ain't talking about gaming or not gaming. We're just saying laptops, period.
Right.
Why is that why are they purposely pricing their thing at the highest cost MacBook Air? That is the price of the most expensive MacBook Air.
That's true.
You see the problem?
Yeah, I understand where you're
That's
coming from
not,
because
it's
you got
not
the
real.
other variants, the
Yes.
lower variants is where people end up buying, not the
So
upper one all the
so
time.
so guess what? This wouldn't be a problem if Samsung had a 8 gig 256 variant. Then this wouldn't be a problem because then it should also be priced about the same as a MacBook, which would come in $1,000.
Right.
And
But
you're adding the gaming thing in yourself. Actually, that's
yeah,
they don't say
yeah.
gaming anywhere in this column. You're adding
No,
that
no, no, no,
yourself.
no, no. I'm just saying. I was making the coalition between the two. What I'm saying is a lot of gaming laptops now are top out. Even with like you were showing me, what was it like a 40
You can get
60 or
you can get 40 series stuff for under $1,100.
see, that's what I'm saying. So
But
it's
I wouldn't consider those equivalents of the MacBook.
no,
That's
no, no,
my
no, no, no,
point.
no, not
Yeah.
equivalent. But I'm just saying like the x86, they still want it to be relevant for a while. Like the devil's advocate part is you price it above the old, but don't phase everything out yet. Even though you know it's going to get phased away.
It ain't
I
your
mean,
job. It ain't Samsung's job to keep Intel and AMD in business.
no, 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 no.
So why do they
But
care? They don't.
but
This has
hey,
nothing
look,
to do with them trying to help x86. They don't care. All they're trying to do is justify them overpricing this laptop by not making a lower tier version. So
now
think
this
about
could
right
be
this.
preliminary.
This is what I get when they say pull an apple.
Yeah.
What they're doing is not making a cheaper variant on purpose. You see?
I see
So
what you're saying.
just so they can get more money and force you to buy the highest variant instead of giving you an option. Because remember, Apple did that for a very long time. And then what year was it that the Mac Minis dropped?
Oh,
Because remember, just getting in the door used to be over $2,000 in the Apple desktops.
that's
And
true.
then the Mac Mini hit the market at like $799 and changed everything.
That's true.
So that's the reason why this is played already. They shouldn't be trying to launch at a $1,499 variant. There should be a $1,099 variant and just drop the freaking RAM and the freaking storage and give people something. They give them a head-to-head price with Apple. I don't care about the Intel x86 stuff. I don't think it's relevant in the argument anymore. ARM is ARM, x86 is x86 at this point.
So like, okay, so this is where I got this right here is where I got it from. So it says, so what Samsung and Qualcomm are up against in the x86 market. For games, you can really get a good laptop deal for $1,400, about $1,500. 17-inch Ryzen 9
Mm-hmm.
7900HS, uh, 16 gig of RAM, 1 terabyte gig hard
Uh-huh.
drive, but it's not going to be portable like a MacBook Air. So, like I said, they're pricing it above the gaming PC. So it's like
But that's
you
dumb.
had, yeah,
It's
well,
dumb. It's
it is
it's
dumb, but
it's dumb
that's
for
what
two
they're doing.
reasons. It's because of this. The person that would be wanting this device is not a gamer. So they're not even the same audience. So their price relativity is irrelevant.
True.
That's the reason why it doesn't make sense. You're not
It could
even the
be a
same
twofold.
audience.
It could be a twofold.
That
Qualcomm is not making a lower end or a low end variant.
but that's no, you see, there you go. Is the M3 and all the MacBook Airs the same?
No.
Yes, it is. The M3 is the same. What changes is the storage and the RAM. You see?
Mhm. Anyway, I thought that the memory and everything was already on the chip.
It doesn't matter. You still get the same M3 though. The processing power is the same. The RAM and the storage change. The
Okay.
processor is the same. So we don't need Qualcomm to make a weaker processor. We just need them to put less. Because remember, we already talked about this. Your cache and your RAM is the most expensive part of a CPU, not the
Right.
other parts. So that's what I'm saying. That does not make sense. What changes in the M3 variants? Oh yeah, and the other thing that changes is the GPU changes. The CPU is the same. The GPU goes up with the other two variants. So like the second variant has the base model has an 8-core GPU. The both of the upgrades from the 1299 and the 1499 are both 10-core GPU.
Right. All right, hold on. So Austin Tech says, let me pull it up real quick so you can see it. I had to switch back over to StreamYard because I wanted people to see.
Basically, this makes Apple look really good, and that's the problem. They're making Apple look good. So,
Hey, look.
I'd rather buy the MacBook.
That's the sad thing about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Makes Apple look better.
There you go.
I don't want that.
Look, Apple over here being the good guy.
That's they became the good cop.
Yes,
they became the good cop.
Because, bro, you got to realize, right? Apple has done two things with the M1, the M series. The first thing they did is people could go out and get a laptop for $1,000 that can hang with the $1,400 PC x86 variant. It can hang with it in video editing and do better actually in video editing and decoding. And it didn't require me to go get a freaking big freaking gaming laptop that has a 300-watt power brick with it just so it can operate at full potential. And even then, the M series is beating it. So the Apple is actually cheaper and performing better. You see the problem?
I see the problem.
Apple starts looking real good all of a sudden. It's like, wait a minute, they're the good guys now? And then Qualcomm makes it worse by jumping out there and saying, "Oh, we're gonna represent our pricing based on the most expensive MacBook Air you can buy."
You know what? I really do think that Qualcomm is not putting all their eggs into this basket yet, and they're probably like, "Yo, look, they you know what? Like I said, Apple's gonna look real good." But say Qualcomm's gonna look like they're kind of halfway doing it. Hold on one second.
Here's one thing: can we blame Qualcomm for this? Is it just Samsung? I think this may just be Samsung. I don't think because Qualcomm didn't say this. Samsung is the one saying this.
Samsung saying it, but exactly. You know what? The thing is knowing how Qualcomm is, like they don't like you know their chipsets don't vary that much. They'll design a whole new chipset for a lower tier. You know how you got the lower the mid range tier chips for phones. Like Samsung's famous for having like those 8 series chips, those 8 series phones with like the Snapdragon 7 Series 2 or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be a weaker version of it. And I think that they're just like, yo, this is the chip. Which one? We don't have any other variant.
But that's the thing. I don't think that's what the problem is. That's what I'm saying. Once again, Qualcomm did not make this statement. Samsung did. So we can't say it's Qualcomm. Until Qualcomm comes out and says, yeah, we charging $1,000 for the chip, and Samsung just has to try to figure out how to make money by adding all the other. No, dog. There's something more to this.
The reason why I speculated on this, and the reason why I speculate is when they announced the Snapdragon X, they didn't like they showed it at different power levels, but it was the same chip. So like it was, and that to me led me to believe that they're dealing with one SoC. There's not multiple different SKUs of it.
But I don't care about that.
Right.
The SSD is not on the processor, sir.
That's true.
So why do I have to have a starting at 512 gig model?
Let's see. Austin said 99% of the people are not going to be edit on the MacBook Air. To be fair, a lot of people are not. They're going to be web browsers. A lot of people are going to be web browsers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need. Everybody doesn't need the $1,499 laptop. That's my point. So if that's the only thing you offer them, then they don't have options, and the MacBook is cheaper. You might as well get a MacBook.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I totally agree with you, but I feel like this play is to not abandon x86 altogether.
Well, dude, guess what? That's a recipe to lose.
Oh, I don't think they care about winning or losing.
Well, then what? Then they shouldn't even bought the thing out. They should just leave it in the second warehouse.
You finally have an answer to the M series from Apple 4 years later. You wait 4 years. Like this should have been cooking in the kitchen before. Like as soon as Apple said something about chip was gonna replace, like we're gonna replace all our stuff for
Hey,
ARM.
bro, you
Y'all
got
should have
something
been in the
really
kitchen.
weird going on with your mic, dude.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know if anybody else in the comments is hearing that, but it's
What does
jacked
it sound
up.
like?
It's bad.
Was it air?
No, it's just bad. It's just trash.
Mm. Does it sound bad now?
Talk more.
Mic check 1 2 2 2.
Yeah, it still sounds pretty bad.
Oh, damn.
It sounds like you sound like you got bad cell coverage. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, man,
It ain't robot, but it's literally like it's dropping bits.
I'm on Wi-Fi. Hold on. I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Ask the audience. Maybe it's just me. Ask the audience if you sound bad.
Austin said it sounds like somebody set on my microphone.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh gosh.
It sounds like you're about to pop the microphone out of its frame.
Oh wow.
It's like you put your earbuds in water before you started the show.
Oh no.
And they got water damage in them. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, Austin, I love Radio Shack, man. If it was open, I'd go get one now. Pardon me.
But basically, this is a recipe for them to fail. So whatever, let them fail, and more people just go buy more MacBooks.
Yeah. I
now you sound good.
Man.
Now you sound good. Yeah.
I did the old fashioned unplug it, plug it back in again.
Yeah,
turn it off, turn it on.
I don't think they should be trying to save the x86 market. That ain't their job. I don't know why that matters. I think it's irrelevant. They're supposed to be game changing, bro. Because here's the thing, right? If the x86 has any kind of future, the only way we're gonna get it is if it's challenged by something. If something comes to the market and just refuses to challenge it, then there's no purpose in that existing because we already have a better alternative, and it's in the MacBook. So you're creating a product that no one needs. Hey, I'm gonna show a product that's useless to everyone.
But that's the problem with like capitalism is the best stuff is not floating to the top. Like Apple doesn't care. They were already annoyed with Intel as it is. Like Intel
aren't we all?
Them.
Yes. You're not. So that's my point.
But the thing is you got all these companies with relationships and partnerships and this ship and that ship, and all of a sudden you're gonna come around and tell them, hey, look, we're gonna abandon x86 for ARM, and they go, well, what about my other relationships? So Samsung doesn't want to alienate their relationship, just like I equated the same exact way that Google doesn't want to alienate their relationship with Samsung. Google could actually make a flagship phone that would blow the socks off of everybody, but they don't want to piss off.
Man. I don't
Yes,
know about
I do.
that.
I believe it.
After having used their devices, they are just as stubborn as every other smartphone maker who's out of business right now.
They are restrained by the relationship that Samsung and understand. It's a fraught relationship. Like Samsung and Google don't like each other. Like Samsung has been doing everything it can to try to.
I don't think any of that matters. I think Google is doing what they do with all their products. It ain't just the phones, Keon. It's everything they make, bro. The only product that freaking Google does correctly is freaking YouTube. Everything else is a nightmare. Everything else is a terrible product, sir. They don't have good products. So to insinuate that there's somehow some magical goodness over there is a joke. You name a product by them other than YouTube that ate a trash can fire. Gmail's a trash can fire. It really is, bro. You ready for why it's a trash can fire?
Why?
Why can I still only send 25 megs of data?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Answer me that. All them servers y'all got, and I got to do a Google Drive to send a file over 25 megs, and then I got to send a link, and then the password and permission and all that extra. Why? It's 2024. You know why? Because they said it and they forgot it. They ain't been proving it. They ain't doing it.
Every once in a while,
Oh,
they go in there and give it a facelift, man. They slap some lipstick on their pig, make it look cute.
Dang. Oh,
But
sorry. I just got a reply from Derek Williston.
uh-huh.
if all my car audio lovers, you know who Derek Williston is. I know Keon
Oh,
don't, but he
I
replied.
don't.
For him replying to my email was enough for me to smile.
Uh-oh.
Shout
Are
out
you
to
able to share?
Big D
Are you able to
Will
share?
Wilson Audio Labs. Oh,
Uh-oh.
nothing.
Hey, you sent me a picture of you working on the subwoofers. Oh, so it's about the subwoofers.
Oh no. It's some YouTube stuff, man. He's a big YouTuber, dude. Me and him talking about some YouTube things, man.
Oh, hey, that's what's up. Man, I'm about to lose it to someone else, man. Hey,
no, it ain't like that. Nothing like that.
I'll pay you what I was paying you last week.
He said, "Can I pay you on Tuesday for a rib today?" Oh man. So just to tell you something about him, he has an average of 1 million views monthly. He has over 80 million YouTube video views. So he's a big guy. He's a big guy. But just him responding to me was great. That's what's up, bro.
Hey,
and I sent him an email earlier today. He already got back to me in the email.
So hold on. Austin says Google's cloud gaming service was a
trash can fire. I'm just saying, if they so great, why ain't they being great in all these other things? So what's their excuse for that not working good? They got a relationship with Nvidia too. They want GeForce Now to do better. Like they just want everybody else to do better and do good. Google, look at the good Samaritans over there at Google. They're just trying to help everybody else's companies operate better.
Boo. Austin keeps bringing that up. Austin, you're being mean, man. Don't be mean. Be nice.
And let's just be real. Freaking Huawei has already proved that you don't need Google to be. So Samsung does not need Google at all, sir. They really don't. They can literally tell Google to go shove it tomorrow, and they have nothing to worry about.
I don't know, man.
You want to know why, right?
Google pays Samsung a lot of money to stay on the phone.
But that's for the Google services. If you remove Google services, there's no need for Google. Remember,
that's true.
Android is open source, meaning anyone can write or modify it or make derivatives of it. The only thing that Samsung gets from Google is the Google services. And if you haven't noticed, Samsung has spent the last 10 years coming up with alternatives to all the Google services.
Yes, they have.
Just in case the plug got pulled, they already have the stuff in place to just get rid of them. They just playing nice so they don't got to worry about the bad publicity. It has nothing to do with the success or failure. Yeah, they do not need them to be successful at all.
So I just think that, me personally, I just think that Google could actually literally one up Samsung. If they ever split, it would make me very torn because I do have a lot of Samsung devices, but I've kind of always been like,
it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. So I'm trying to tell you.
Ooh.
You do realize that Samsung can just keep on stroking along without Google, right? Like there's no need for Google.
Yes, but
people already.
I think that if you're not able to have Google services on your device,
it's not true.
I think that's a blow to Samsung.
Not really, dog.
Okay, so you're telling me that all the app development, because developers are lazy,
the apps will still work. What are you talking about? There's already ways that you can already de-Google your phone today, right now, and all your stuff still works. So what you talking about?
It's hard to do.
No, it's
ain't. Hard to do.
You think that it's hard for Samsung to do?
I think that all the mitigations that Samsung, not Samsung, all the mitigations that Google put into place with their Play Store being like the center hub for everything, because
that's not
if
true.
if your apps don't talk back to the Play Store, they break.
That's not true. We already have alternative app stores.
Yes, we've always have alternative app stores,
and And they even have these apps with already rewritten code to work without talking to the Play Store. What are you talking about? They already exist. Half of those crack apps that are out there, they're crap to get around the Play Store talkback.
Hey, look,
Already.
I'm talking about the average user. I don't see
Remember,
many average users with multiple different stores. The closest
no,
I
you
saw was
wouldn't. You wouldn't,
Amazon
bro. Samsung,
with Amazon's
they
Android
already
store.
installed their store on your phone when you buy it. The Samsung store is already on there, and it has a lot of the same freaking apps in the Samsung store.
Yeah, it tries to update your phone to use that one.
I get
like
it, but my point is
if it sees the
already
same
there.
app,
It's already there, though. It's the point. So once you de-Google it, you just download those apps from all the Samsung store, and that's your store now. There's no need for Google anymore. Think about it like this, right? What is the biggest fight they're all having? Like these companies, like Fortnite and all these different ones, they're fighting so they can do alternative billing outside of the stores.
Yes,
they're doing that for a reason. It's because they already want their stuff to work in other stores and other phones in other OSs in other countries, i.e., Huawei. These software makers are already going around Google and going to court to fight for the right to do so.
that's true.
Because that's what I'm trying to tell you. These people ain't fighting these cases for fun, dog. They doing this to set precedent. So if that day comes, they already ready. They can already remove you out of the Play Store equation and say, hey, man, I'm going to build directly with you so you ain't got to worry about them no more. You see, and look, just saying, dog, what app you got on your phone right now that you bought? Name an app you bought.
Oh, God. That's been a while.
You probably bought speed tests so you ain't got to have worry about the ads, right?
Yeah, I did that.
You see? Okay. Well, guess what? You can go around Google and buy speed test directly from speed test, and you can prove your purchase and keep it if you were to remove the store. There's ways to do that. That's what I'm saying. Google ain't as powerful as they used to be, is the point I'm trying to make. And you know what's sad? The precedence is being created by the Apple side. Apple is the Apple fan base overseas are the ones fighting to get out of being locked into stores.
That's true.
You would think it'd be the Android base doing these things. Now, we're already not locked in the store, but what about like you said, things you already purchased?
Right.
Well, the thing is, all that company that you purchased it from, all they would have to do is, hey, provide proof you purchased it. And that's it. You still get your app outside of Google. You already purchased.
Yeah, I don't see many people with alternative app stores on their phones anymore, man.
Yeah. But let's be real though. Most people don't buy apps either. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Think about it. My wife, you ask my wife right now, she ain't never bought an app. Ever. Not a single one. She ain't buying no app.
What about in-game purchasing? Because I know you have a little one.
She don't play a game. And my kids play Roblox. It's not tied to the app store either.
Oh,
Roblox not tied to the app store. When you buy stuff from Roblox, you buy it with Robux directly through Roblox. They can hop right off the phone and right onto the Windows PC and log right into the same Roblox account and keep on stroking. Has nothing to do with Play Store. See what I'm saying? Fortnite same way. They already went around.
Netflix already made all the Apple people mad and made it where you have to do the subscription directly to them.
Exactly. That's why I ain't afraid of none of this stuff, dog. They're incentivized to develop outside the App Store because they get more of their money that way. And all Samsung has to do is be like, look, we ain't gonna charge no fees in our App Store.
But you got to operate the App Store too.
Hey, but Samsung's already operating the App Store and ain't really making no money. So what's gonna change? That's my point. They already got it. They can just tell them, hey, look,
we already working $3.99. We might as well keep going.
Yeah, they say us and Google ain't getting along. Hey, no fees, developers. Bam. Control alt. Because think about it. What's the most sold Android phones in the world? It's pretty much Huawei and Samsung. So in a way, Google doesn't exist without Samsung. Not the other way around.
That's true. That's like I said, that's one of the reasons why they still pay them a boatload of money just to stay on like the top search and on the phones and stuff. They do the same thing, but Apple to be the top search on Apple too. So
yeah, it's one of those things where the master becomes the teacher.
True.
I feel like Samsung became the teacher a long time ago, and Google knows it, and we're out here acting like it's the other way around.
Hey, there's a clip or Mr. Who's the Boss. He was talking about this same subject, and those. I mean, I'm just saying, Google and Samsung. This is like a marriage, a shotgun marriage. They didn't like each other in the first place, but they've been forced to work with each other.
They had no choice. Samsung made the best physical devices of all the
Google
Android
made the
market.
better software.
Well, the only software in the Android market.
True.
Remember, the TouchWiz was just a skin on top of Android.
Oh God, we don't remind me of TouchWiz, man.
TouchWiz was absolute trash.
Look, man, my first getting into rooting and ramen was because Samsung software was bad.
You see, I didn't use Samsung phones when they were using TouchWiz. I hated them. I didn't even go to
When
Samsung until they went to One UI. Before that, you wouldn't catch me with a Samsung. I was either LG, and then when I got off LG, I went Huawei.
But you know, with Sprint,
and then OnePlus. Yeah,
Sprint didn't get the Nexus line until like what was it? The Nexus when Samsung did the Nexus. That's when they got the first Nexus.
But that was a long time ago, Ken. The
That was a
Samsung
long
Nexus
time ago.
was like 2012.
Yes.
Yeah,
but I couldn't. But here's the thing: I wanted to get the Nexus One, the first Android phone that was by Google, but because it was GSM only, obviously Samsung being CDMA,
I was a Verizon customer, so I had Droid at that time. Around that time, I was on the Droid. I was on Motorola. Yeah, I was Motorola dog back then. I went from Motorola. And then from Motorola, I left Android altogether and went to Windows Phone.
Come on, Austin. One UI is better than TouchWiz, man, by far.
By 1,000 miles.
By far is better.
TouchWiz was, oh God.
Man, I just said TouchWiz would make you, how you say it on radio, jump off the cliff.
I'd rather wipe my butt with a bundle of thorny roses. Okay.
Oh,
God. Than to deal with TouchWiz. I don't want to touch no TouchWiz.
That's bad.
It was
but
terrible.
Hey, no, here you go. You'll love to hear this next set of news right here. So the good old FCC has finally woken up. Has declared that 25x3 is not broadband.
So here's my question.
It's time for 100 people. 100. This story is by The Verge. 100 people. Let's go.
And what's the upload they're saying? 20, right?
25. So hold on. Let me find it.
So the better question is there going to be legislation on this or not?
Ooh,
something tells me no.
Not.
No. They're not gonna make any of these providers give everybody 20 meg upload because most high-speed providers are already doing well over 100. No matter where you live. If you have something that's called broadband, it's most likely at least capable of 100.
Yeah, but what about people on DSL?
That's not considered broadband already because of the 25x3 requirement, sir. Even the old requirement, most DSL can't even do 25x3.
So then what do we categorize that lower end as? Like hopes and dreams?
Just internet. It's just internet. That's it. Okay, look, at my house right now, you know what the DSL speed option I could get at my house right now? It's literally 3 megs by 800 kilobits, okay? It's already not considered broadband, okay?
Man, that's just enough internet to make me angry. Like
look, that internet is slower than Verizon's video cap, okay?
Oh, just stick that right in between the third vertebrae.
Do you know what they want to charge for that 3 meg by 800 kilobits?
I fear to ask.
About $70 a month.
Nah, you can go kick rocks.
So my options are $70 a month for 3 megabits by 800 kilobits. Or with Spectrum, the base price is about the same. It's $70, and that's 300 by 10. And then the fiber option is at the base price is like $52 for symmetrical 200. So
or I
mean, DSL is already phased out, basically.
If DSL is the only thing you can get, you can always switch over to fixed wireless.
Yeah, exactly.
And fixed wireless is way faster than that.
Yeah, exactly my
25
point.
by 3 by 800 kilobits.
Let's see what the latest pricing is on the fiber option here. And remember, the only reason I don't have the fiber is because my current internet is free. So why would I pay?
I feel you. But you know what? That's one of the things is, and I feel like it's been past due time that we've bumped this up. It should be higher by at least, I say 3. It should start at 300.
They took the price back down. It's $40 for symmetrical 200 actually.
Oh,
they took it back down. There you go.
So 100 by 20 is what they're suggesting.
So my question is this: people who are currently getting the discounted internet, are they going to, like I just said, are they going to require the providers up those people to 100 by 20?
Do they need to
in order to get the $30 credit? Well, that's what I'm saying. Then what's the purpose of reclassifying it if you ain't gonna do nothing with it?
But you know what? I think that classifying it makes that DSL that is $70 go down to like 15. It needs, needs to be like
no. It ain't gonna go down because ain't nobody gonna sign up for it anyway. So it don't matter. No one's gonna sign up for it. No one is in my neighborhood.
Hey, look. Somebody's doing it.
No, nobody in my neighborhood. Believe me, I've checked.
Oh.
I know who to ask. I got people that work in the company that provides that service, and they don't have no service over here.
I'd like to talk to you about
they literally have
your broadband service today.
They literally have like 2 people with twisted pair home phone. They don't even got the DSL.
Wow.
Them people got home phone and not the DSL.
Hold on. Austin says his is 1200 by 35.
In the words of the great Andre 3000, don't pull the thing out unless you plan to bang. The government is pulling this out and ain't gonna do nothing with it. Wasting our time. Because I would love for my ISP to have to give me 20 base upload.
Hey, no radio. Hey, you love it. Here you go. Bombs over broadband.
Bombs over broadband.
Hey.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't pull the thing out unless you made the bang. Bombs over broadband. Oh man. Yo, I've gotten better at this now. Already, you ain't right. But yo, hey, the thing is this: we've talked about this subject a lot, right? And it needed to go up. Granted, it's not a big super leap, but
it's more than 99% of people need, which is good enough. I'll be honest with you. I mean, we already know 1080p is 5 megs.
I mean, was it COVID? During COVID in the lockdown, it showed how bad it was. Because I mean,
not for all ISPs though. Certain ISPs shined during COVID.
Well, of course, those people shine. But I'm talking about like the digital divide was very, very big. Like there was still a lot of kids that were not able to access even just like do a Zoom call on. It's hard to do a Zoom call on 300 kilobits, man. 800 kilobits is still hard.
But so, like I said, that still goes back to where you live. Where I'm at, it wasn't an issue. It wasn't really a thing.
True.
Really, it wasn't really a thing. They were literally, obviously, for the financial side, they were literally giving people free home internet. Who had children. You know that they literally called it homeschool internet plans that were free, and they were giving them 100 by 20 for 100% free. And then for the people who were out of footprint, the T-Mobile as well as I think AT&T were giving people hotspots for free. in
Yeah, I
parts
remember
where I'm
that.
at. So I mean, it wasn't that bad.
I don't know, man. I mean,
School buses
if
were
you in
literally
there,
parking with hotspots, and they were literally going out with school buses and parking them in like poor trailer parks, and all the kids could get the hotspot from the school bus.
mm,
That was happening out here. So I
I
mean,
didn't know. I didn't know it was going down like that.
oh yes, sir, they absolutely were. Austin may know something about that. I don't know about Florida, but I'm pretty sure Austin probably knows what I'm talking about. They were literally putting hotspots on school buses and parking them in poor neighborhoods with bad internet options. Yes, sir.
Wow.
America came together, man, for that.
Yeah.
I had to
Hey,
give it
hey.
that, man. They all the ISPs did good on that, in my opinion.
They did. They did. I just think that um it should be a travesty that DSL is still an option anywhere, man. Like I understand it's gonna take some time, which okay, this goes back to something I me and Tech Life don't really see eye to eye. He had a breaking news scoop that he posted on YouTube, and he
Mm-hmm.
was talking about how like T-Mobile was going to invest in fiber, but it was where they were going to invest in fiber that I had an issue with, because he was talking about how his sources were, hey, if they're going to be investing in home broadband, and I was like, that sounds stupid. Because if home broadband was easy, it would be everywhere already. And I proceeded to tell him, like, you are being drugged around by your nose, because it don't make any sense. Why would T-Mobile invest in home broadband, like physically put cables in ground, when you have cell sites out there, right? It's easier to go ahead and trench and get to your cell site than it is to somebody's house. Now, I obviously have never trenched any fiber in my life, but I've talked to you, I've talked to other people who've done construction. It just seems to be the more logical idea, but called paint me crazy. I just think that internet to the home is a whole lot harder. So I'm kind of glad we have other options out there to be able to do different things. Hold on. Austin says some of the teachers were stuck on DSL from CenturyLink. I had to host the video.
You
Oh,
you
he
want to
had to
know what's
host
funny about
videos.
that? You know why the teachers here didn't have that problem?
Why?
Because they still had to go to work.
Oh gosh.
They still had to go to the school. They didn't get to sit at home. That solves all of that right there.
That, that's all. Hey, they
That's what
doing their
they made
Zoom
them
from
do
inside the
here.
school.
They're like, yo, you just go, y'all go, y'all getting paid. Y'all coming to work.
You put a mask on. You ain't got no kids to deal
Yep.
with you, and you got a camera in front of you.
Yep.
Have fun.
They ain't have that excuse here. The
Have
school,
fun.
they were still at the school every day.
Every day. Every
Yes,
day.
sir.
Oh man.
Put your mask on and go in your room and close the door. You got internet in there. We got
Open
hard
look.
line.
Open the window for yourself.
Yep.
Enjoy. Have a nice day. All
There it
right.
is.
So let's see.
They ain't play that here.
All right. So no radio. How do you feel about the Tock?
Don't care.
Why not?
I don't use it.
But it's
I'm a
it's a
YouTube
it's
Shorts
a.
guy.
I
I
like
use
YouTube
Shorts.
Shorts.
I'm already on YouTube. Why I want to leave and open another app to do the same thing? Like it don't make
I
sense to
mean,
me.
it's
Do
either
it too much.
Shorts or Reels. I'm
Plus,
on one of those two,
half
and
the
they all
videos
cross
on.
over.
Yeah, exactly.
They all cross over.
So I mean, I
Hold
get it.
on.
I think the government's dumb with the whole TikTok thing, but I also don't care. So yeah, I was just
What?
talking to my wife about this earlier. And I was like, bro, I really don't care whether they ban it or not. Doesn't mean anything to me whatsoever.
Oh man.
It's
No,
just the
radio,
truth.
you're not advocating for the Tock.
Once again, I don't use TikTok. I don't need 2 video apps on my phone.
Well,
Well,
I never
dude,
downloaded it. Look,
people
I
send me
I don't I
TikToks
do
all the time.
I don't believe that I need it, because one, my wife, she's on it constantly. And then number two, I was like, look, I might not be I might not be a super person about my privacy, but I'm not gonna hand it over willingly. I don't go, hey, let me give you everything I got.
So here's the thing, right? Because of my age demographic, I came up
Yeah,
in the Facebook, MySpace, era, right?
right.
And we have Facebook, MySpace, and YouTube. MySpace is
Yes,
gone, but we still have Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube were already giving me everything TikTok gives, so they didn't add anything to me for me. That's
right.
why I don't care. And the majority of my friends are all on Facebook already, and they're already sharing funny things, as we have always done before TikTok existed. So we
Have you
can't
found
act
it?
like TikTok created some new thing. It didn't. TikTok is just the Instagram, basically. If you think about it.
Yeah,
Instagram is the new Facebook. TikTok
yes,
is kind of like the new Instagram, if you think about it, in a way. In a way.
yeah.
It's
I
just another
agree.
thing that does the same thing.
I mean, they all have callbacks back to something similar. Like even Facebook was able to integrate Reels, a TikTok competitor like
Yeah.
um product into what they're doing.
Yeah.
I just think that me personally, I feel like Facebook is generational now. So
Yeah.
like everybody like everybody's on TikTok that's young, and that's the cool place to be at right now.
I mean, there's
But
old people
video is
on
video.
TikTok too. There's old people on TikTok too, but I don't care. Like, bro, I have TikTok on my phone, and I probably haven't even opened it in 3 weeks.
Whenever my wife shares one with me, I normally end up seeing it through the web because it's a link,
Yeah.
and the link takes me to the website.
Basically, she's dragging you over there. You're not drawn to it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't feel, I don't. You want to know one of the reasons why I don't really like TikTok like that, and it's not because I don't think the content is crazy good.
Mhm.
There's some funny things, the laughter that you can have from it. The problem I have is when things are perceived to be viral, it's viral because TikTok wanted to be so. Instead of things being viral naturally, they force something to be viral. So like, you know how certain songs that are be in backgrounds, they'll go like those background sounds that they use in videos will be more prevalent, and then you could do this whole collage of TikTok soundtracks. I hear it when people play it in my car. They listen to the music they hear on TikTok, and
Yeah.
guess what? They only listen to 30 seconds of it.
Yeah.
they the whole song would be pretty good if you listen to the rest of it, but nobody listens to the whole song, so they only listen to what they hear on TikTok, which is so funny. People's
I,
habits translate over to other things.
I feel the same way about Snapchat. I have no use for Snapchat.
Oh no, I never got on the
I'm
Snapchat
like,
train.
once again, Facebook already fills that void. I don't
I
need
never got on the
Snapchat.
Snap. I never saw the idea of what Snapchat
You know
was.
what I don't get, right? Like,
What?
Snapchat is literally just that. It's a chat app that will let you share like short videos at low quality.
Yeah.
iMessage already does all of that.
But
Like,
hey, Periscope. But
Periscope was
Periscope.
trash too.
But Periscope did it first. I mean, that short
Yeah.
video
Yeah,
format.
yeah. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the short video format. It's just I don't need 5 apps to do the same thing. That's the reason why I don't get it. It's like, okay, it's like like my daughter will literally be texting her friend in iMessage, right? And then
Yeah.
3 minutes later, text the same friend in Snapchat. Why?
Communication overload,
That's
man.
like I'm gonna go in the kitchen and get the house phone with the long cord. I'm gonna call you first. Yo, what's up? What you doing? Nothing. No, chill. Okay, all right, man. Bye. And then 5 minutes, I'm gonna put a cell phone. Hey, man, just call you again, man. What's up? Like, what? Why? Like, you're just doing stuff to be doing it. You ain't even really. That's how I
Hey, no,
feel,
no, no, no. I needed to charge my phone while I was talking to you. It was
dude.
fat. It was easier for to charge my phone.
But no, man, it's silly, bro. That's why I said it's too many apps, bro. And let's just be real. Instagram. You know why people like Instagram?
Why?
Because of the Instagram thoughts.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah. Let's just be real. As a
yeah.
grown man, when I open Instagram, I know something's about to be jiggling. Okay, I don't even have to go looking for it. If I hit that little, what's it? What is it? Let me see. What is that button? Because I don't use Instagram either, right? But I noticed that like after using it a handful of times, It's just Instagram. It's Instagram HOs.
They
That's
realized
what
you
it
were a
is.
man, and they needed to keep you on the platform longer. That's all.
It's the
And
search button.
they figured that, hey, this will keep you up there because it probably does for a lot of other guys.
If I hit the search button, all it's gonna do is put a bunch of like women with their cleavage out or twerking immediately without even trying. That's all it is, bro. That's what Instagram is. It's like I'm not on Instagram looking at what my friends are doing or have to say or talking about. No, I end up on the little search thing like, hey, I should be looking at this. I should not be looking at this. That's what happens on Instagram. That's it. Like,
yo, hey, look, one of the things I can say is like on TikTok, there was this guy. He would like, you know how one of what everybody does with their jump cuts, they're being multiple different people. Yep. Well, this guy had a dialogue going for like a storyline that was so compelling that I almost downloaded TikTok just so I could keep up with it.
But he can do that anywhere.
Almost. But but I mean, like, I feel like, you don't, as an artist, you don't get a lot of traction. Like, people have asked me, because I'll have a conversation in my car about me being a YouTuber, and then people say, "Well, why are you not on TikTok?" And I tell them, I say, I don't see people who use TikTok migrate over to use YouTube because I'm primarily on YouTube, and cross-pollination don't really work very well. I don't see people like, I don't see somebody, and then the guy brought up like Marquez Brown. And I was like, Marquez is famous. Marquez is famous because of YouTube. He just went over to TikTok to look for another revenue stream. That's a big difference. Somebody like me who's trying to get seen, if I go make content for TikTok and try to draw people over to here, it's harder because people don't want to leave TikTok.
Let's be real, you're going to have to go to TikTok and you're going to have to put this song, back it up and dump it. Back it up and dump it.
Show me what you're working with.
I'm so tired of hearing that freaking song. It's like,
it was TikTok. Look, you remember when you said you remember when you said that I was the only one you kept hearing somebody say, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. It's because I kept hearing it from TikTok. He will be in the back seat playing it. Yeah, I'm on my shit. That's all I kept hearing. And understand, when it gets repetitive, that's all you start repeating. And that's all. It's like what happened with TikTok. If I heard it, I don't even have TikTok and I can hear what's trending. That's sad. I know what's trending. I don't even have it.
At the risk of sounding petty, I almost hope they do ban it just so we can have some excitement. The excitement of the people running around crazy like their heads cut off like chicken with the head. It's like I want to watch the bloodbath at this point. I don't really care.
All right, hold on. Cave is back. Hold on, nigga. So Cave says, "I'm a TikTok pro, bro."
Well,
I know
you're gonna be the one running around like a chicken with your head cut off if they ban it. I'm gonna sit back and drink my whiskey. Go, would you look at that there?
The Chinese government to have my data? Hell no. Hey, look, man. A lot of it is this, right? Any company can be anywhere to make a product and be worldwide, right? But because we have this fraught relationship with another country, aka China, it makes it even more complicated because now China made this addictive app, right? And it's in people's phones, and they fear that all the data that they're collecting, all the data that they're collecting is going to be sent back to China.
But it's not just that, Keon.
Guess what, guys? It's probably been doing that regardless, and it's not without TikTok.
But here's the thing though, it's not just that though. You do realize that like basically most of YouTube is blocked in China.
Yes.
So it's more of a like, oh, we blocked over there, do we block you over here?
You block it over here.
It's petty, petty childish, like, it's like, well,
but you know what? But here's the thing: not to get
we're
super
becoming
political.
like the people who we're judging. We're becoming them as if we're high and mighty, and we don't even realize it. You're emulating your enemy.
But supposedly. But no, the crazy thing about this is TikTok, of course, puts out the bat signal for everybody to call their local congressperson
Ah, man.
and understand. They said that they all of a sudden got inundated with phone calls, and I was like, well, obviously their phone is already in their hand. It's easy to make the phone call.
Yeah, they right there. They was already ticking and talking.
No, yeah, they're already ticking and talking. Like they just went boom.
Yeah, man. I like I
Call
said,
your
this
local representative. Here's the phone number. Oh my God.
for me. What's going to happen is if they ban it, it's going to be a hoopla for a week, and then we'll be on to the next thing.
On to the next one. On to the next one.
And if the creators are worried about their platforms, those creators should have already been trying to figure out how to migrate, which brings me to another point. There's a guy I watch called FD Signifier, and he actually talks about how all these companies make it impossible for you to move your fan bases. So basically, like, unless you're already like ridiculously huge, so like say you got like 250,000 subs right now. He's basically saying it's pretty much impossible to have an easy way to move them to another platform.
Yeah.
Because even Google won't give you that data. Like if you wanted to, hey, I need the data for all these subs, meaning like say I want to get every email for all my subs so I can send a mass email that I'm going to be over here on this platform. There's no way to do that. It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
So
well,
a lot of those creators,
they silo it off, and that's why I said, like I was telling the person, I was like, if I go over here, obviously, YouTube right now is like a 15% project for me, right? I have time on Sundays to do my podcast. I go out of when I find myself going out of town for something, I do speed testing. I'm not 100% dedicated to it because it's not pulling in money for me. I like to talk, so obviously that's why I'm doing my podcast. But the thing is I'm going. There's no room for me to go over to TikTok try to gin up a whole bunch of people on that platform to try to move them over to YouTube when you just said that people don't migrate. People don't
it ain't that they
migrate.
don't migrate; it's that you can't migrate them. They don't make it.
Yeah,
I mean, for example, I'll give you an example.
Won't.
If you say you're like I say, say you were him and you got 250,000 subs, right? I already know a way that he could probably get a lot of them people to find him on another platform, and that way would be to literally sell something for like 50 cents that requires that person give you their email address. I wanted to tell them that, like, hey, you know, you could probably get a big chunk of your fans by like selling something for 20, like pennies, 25 cents, whatever. And that will require that their email be given whenever they make the transaction on the other website.
Right.
Then you'd end up with a database of emails. But you got to make it cheap enough that people will go, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna spend 10 cents to be in his database. And then once he has that, he can then mass email his links to his other social media.
Are you saying like a loyalty pin?
Something
I'm loyal to you.
I mean, it can even be it can be an NFT. It ain't even gotta be a real thing, you know what I'm saying? But just little things you can do when you're at that scale. But because he's already at a scale where he's full-time YouTube.
Right.
That's just he's already there. So, you know, but it's still it's a complicated thing. I think all those TikTok people are gonna have to basically move to YouTube Shorts.
I mean,
get banned, it is what it is.
A lot of people migrate their videos over. They still got the little TikTok watermark in the video.
Exactly.
So everybody, like people, I think that the creators already realize that you got to be diversified across all platforms. So if you are doing any type of like really trying to monetize yourself through video or whatever, you're gonna be on multiple platforms regardless. Like your mindset is that's where it's at. The problem is you know, I just feel that the way that it's going right now, I don't see TikTok going away, but I don't see it having fun right now because they pass it in the house very fast.
Well, the other thing too, man, I always talk about how some of these people are so stubborn, bro. Why hasn't Elon Musk already revamped Twitter?
Because he doesn't have a vision.
He could have already been planting seeds.
You have to be a visionary. And he tried to do it with he tried to do it by luring Mr. Beast over and then show his revenue
but the
gain for being
problem
on TikTok.
but he
on
didn't.
X.
But he didn't create an environment that Mr. Beast could do anything in. That's the problem.
That's true.
He needs to create a whole, bro. He really almost needs to wipe Twitter's code and make Twitter more video oriented. Here's the deal, right? The whole point of him supposedly buying Twitter was it was all, he didn't like how they were letting the government control who could say what and all this freedom, right? Well, that is the number one complaint you get from YouTube creators about how tight YouTube is about certain things. And how they always try to demonetize you and kick you out this, kick them like, bro, that should have been Elon's mission with Twitter was to to add like high quality video format to it and let the creators be free in that.
I mean, short of porn,
but that's going to be there regardless. But but what I'm getting at is that he could have done this already. And
look, it's always about the money.
He has done so little to Twitter that he changed the name to X, and everybody still call it Twitter.
Yes, because I am not. Look,
it's still called a tweet.
People,
why ain't it X?
I still hear people say it Twitter, Twitter X, Twitter. I said a tweet X. They add tweet and X behind it. Like they don't have any. There's no representation for the service. People just go like, "Hey, look, this is what I'm used to. Thank you. Have a nice day."
What Elon did? He pulled a Prince.
Oh, the artist formerly known as
the app formerly known as Twitter with a symbol X. The symbol's X.
This is a placeholder until I can figure out a better name, guys.
The app formerly known as Twitter. That's what it is.
Look, you don't. He doesn't have a vision. He went into this with just being cocky, right?
Yep.
So he went into buying Twitter being cocky, realized that he had this whole kerfuffle on his hands because he thought he was gonna lower the price by undercutting it and cry bloody murder. It didn't lower at the rate that he wanted to lower, so he still ended up paying like $44 billion for a $12 billion company. Think about it. Twitter was worth like 12 to 13 billion. He goes and says, I'll pay double. The stock jumps. It goes up to like 20 billion. So it's 40, so now it's 40. It kept climbing. He was trying to undercut it. It was so stupid. I had investors in the car. We were talking about this, and they were like, what do you think? Like asking me. I'm like, Elon's playing y'all. Have a nice day. His whole idea was I'll buy it, get it for cheap because it'll go down after I smear the name. That's what his old game was. Then he got caught with his pants down. Sorry, Charlie. Now you don't have any what I call a second act. He should be becoming the next TikTok right now.
That's what I'm saying. He should have already done it. And he did.
But I guess that the federal government will end up putting it into his hands. So, they're gonna make him have to sell TikTok to somebody.
Yeah, but they already said they ain't doing it. But I understand this, but they ain't doing it.
Oh man, they're going all the way to the top, man. All the way up.
Yeah, man. This yeah, man. Whatever. Buy Twitter. Buy TikTok and buy Twitter as far as I hate both.
Gosh. Hey, I want to ask you about this, man, because you last time I talked to you, you was walking through Target.
Target?
And yeah, I think you was in Target, weren't you? You was in Target.
No, sir.
Where were you at? Walmart?
Probably Walmart.
You don't shop at Target?
Targets are not plentiful down here, sir. You should know this. You're from North Carolina. There are not plentiful Targets. There's like 5 Walmarts to every 1 Target.
Oh,
Targets are not plentiful. I think there's like 4 Targets in the state.
Golly, all of them?
Maybe 5. I'm telling you. Greensboro has 2 Targets, but like 8 Walmarts. not even close.
All right, so I found this. This is from The Verge. Sony PS5 Pro is up to 3 times faster and may arrive 2024. Didn't you say that you already saw, or was those the Slims that you saw?
The Slims are pretty cheap already.
Okay, but I feel that this might be the last generation for consoles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I would have believed that a year ago, but now I don't believe it
Why you say that?
anymore. I think it's being over exaggerated. I think that there is still enough people that will buy consoles for them to keep making consoles. To
I
be
don't
honest
know,
with you,
man.
I do. I really do. I know, like I said, you know me. I'm team PC. Cool, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I do still feel like there's enough people buying consoles. I
Look,
really.
with everything that you already know, that like the story that we had earlier, talking about ARM chips on PC, with that knowledge, and then like I have a Lenovo Legion Go, and understand this is running an APU, and this APU on a mobile chip running Windows is very good,
Understood,
very good, and it's very versatile.
but it ain't it okay. And what's that got to do with a home console?
No, no. What I'm saying is that basically you can say Pocket PC right now. It runs a PlayStation. It really
Mm,
runs all those same apps.
But
I
it
could put
can't.
Steam on it.
It ain't even close to the level of performance of a PlayStation
Why do you say that?
because it's a fact. Would you want to play this game now? We can
No,
do
no,
it.
no, not that game because I understand
No,
you're
you're
too good
telling
at
me
that
that your
game.
handheld PC can do 4K 60.
I say that
It can't even. It
my
can't
handheld
even.
can keep up
No,
with
it can.
the current PS5. I think it keep up.
No, it cannot. It ain't even close, and I'll prove it to you. Give me your chipset
Okay,
name.
it's the what's it the Z the
The
was the
Z1.
AMD is
Yeah,
the Z1 Extreme?
yeah. The graphics card in there is like a fifth of a PS5 graphics card. The processor is faster than the PS5 processor, but the graphics card ain't even a fifth of a PS5.
Mm,
That's where your problem lies. You're mistaking the processing power for the gaming performance when we already know the processor has little to do with gaming anymore.
that's true. That's
So
true.
the Z1 Extreme has 8 cores and 16 threads with the maximum frequency of 5.1. Once again, we're still talking about the GPU. I'm sorry, we're talking about the CPU, right? But here
Right.
goes the graphics card. It's only 8.6 teraflops.
Hmm.
Do you know what the PS5 teraflops are?
Well, it's somewhere closer to 10.
10.2,
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. So it's saying like
10.28.
they said screenshots from the technical document include the mention of 67 teraflops of 16-bit
So
floating point calculations on the newer PS5 Pro.
the Pro is going to be 67 teraflops.
Yes.
Yeah, you ain't even in the neighborhood, sir, with 8.6.
Yeah, but
You
okay.
can't hook that thing to your TV right now and play 4K 60, but you can with a PS5.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
but I do feel like we're going towards a mobile world.
But the problem,
So a console is for people who, have a chance to be at home.
bro, handheld
So
sales are down historically, not
I
up.
don't know.
Bro, the Game Boy era was the era of handheld gaming. It already collapsed.
Uh,
The cell phones already took that market over, and the mobile gaming market, because people don't mind playing games with low quality. That is the reason why the handheld market isn't big anymore. But though, just think about this, right? The most
yeah.
played games in the world right now do not have high quality graphics.
Yeah. Oh, dog. Believe me when I tell you. Yes,
That's
I
what.
know.
So that's the reason why you ain't gonna convince a whole group of people that they now need 4K 60 on the go when they just fine playing Roblox and freaking Fortnite with crappy
That's
graphics and they're
that's
happy as
true.
they can be. So I still think for people who have a 70-inch TV 4K at home, they're still gonna buy consoles. The people
Mm.
who are not technical, they're still gonna just go the hood Tyrone is still gonna go get the PS6 when it dropped, and he gonna get a copy of the NBA 2K28 whatever year, and he gonna get Madden, and he gonna probably get like Mortal Kombat, whatever come out, and he gonna be happy than a mule eating Briar's ice cream. He is not gonna be like, yo, I need this handheld game so whenever I'm selling dope on the corner, I can still play my game. He ain't doing that, dog.
I'm just saying that I think that we are transitioning away from just straight up cons. This is what I feel. I feel that
but
this is what
you
it
realize
is.
they've been saying that for 12 years and the sales are still up. That's the problem. The sales
Oh,
have not declined on the
the
consoles.
sales.
So as long as the
That's
sales
true.
are up, they're not going to stop making them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They ain't gonna stop. And the developers ain't gonna let them either, because the developers getting all their money off of that. You know, the consoles already don't make profit, but in the long term, the games themselves make money hand over fist.
That's true.
More people are buying freaking PlayStation and Xbox games than people are buying PC games. It's just a fact.
More people are buying Sony stuff
Of
than
course.
Xbox.
That's what I'm saying. A year ago, I would have believed that we were really going to get, and you know why? It was the reason why I said it was going to happen is nothing to do with handheld gaming computers. It was streaming. I believe that game streaming would decline the console sales, but we see what's starting to happen with game streaming. It collapsed already.
Game streaming is gone. Yes, Austin's probably going to jump into the comments again and talk about Stadia.
If Stadia would have been done correctly, we would be on the track for the consoles to start dying. But because of products like Stadia and them failing,
the problem with Stadia was it when it tried to change or move the boat too soon. Like it should have existed long aside of, not try to say, hey, look, this is a whole paradigm shift. And in doing so, inflame everybody who has a vested interest in gaming.
Well, it's not just that though. Yeah, it's the cost, right? Building gaming service is extremely expensive. You can't half do it. You're saying they shouldn't have put all the eggs in it, but you have to, or it doesn't work. That's the problem. You have to. You have to buy the farm. You can't just get the milk in that world. At least with a console, if a person doesn't buy that console, you didn't still have to install it. Because that's what cloud gaming basically is. It's basically Google buying all the consoles and sticking them in a gigantic warehouse with a bunch of air conditioners, and they hope people sign up so they can get the money back out of it. At least with the console, the user takes the cost. So what I'm getting at is, right, we already know that the consoles themselves are not profitable, right? But they're not losing money on them. In a cloud gaming world, they are losing money because they got to buy the gear even if the people don't sign up.
Well, I think that like the hybrid approach, like, you know, I'm still playing Power World, right? And I see that as more of a hybrid approach. You could play the full game by yourself on your PC, right? But then you got that server side, which is the same game but more interactive with more people. So it's a hybrid version of a game where you can either be by yourself or you could be in the cloud.
But that's not cloud. Cloud gaming is you don't have any local processing whatsoever. You on your PC is local processing. Cloud means no local processing. There's no hybrid involved. Hybrid would be you don't have a graphics card on your end, but the server does. You just described playing by yourself or playing online. Playing online is not cloud gaming. That's just multiplayer.
It's the same thing I'm doing if I play Destiny. Technically speaking, I'm playing I'm streaming it.
You're streaming Destiny, so you're paying for a video. You're paying for it to be rendered somewhere else.
No, I'm not.
Then that's not cloud gaming. That's what I'm saying. That's not what cloud gaming is.
No. That much I do know. I'm just saying.
Remember,
I'm talking about the hybrid approach.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, how? Okay, we're talking about cloud gaming. We're not talking about multiplayer and not multiplayer.
I think that.
So what is hybrid? I guess I'm asking. What do you mean by hybrid?
So the way I look at the hybrid approach is Google Stadia tried to do it all, and the only thing you had was like a dumb client. You could play it on the Chromecast. You could play it on your phone,
which would get rid of the need for the console.
Right, but here's the thing: everybody, you want to sell consoles, you want to sell hardware.
But here's the deal, right? Your handheld Lenovo is technically a console. Yeah. So you can't say that the consoles are dying if you just bought a freaking console.
No.
You did buy a console, sir.
I did buy a console.
That's my point. So consoles aren't dead.
But hey, but
As
I can
long
fit
as
this
people are
console in
willing,
my back. I can fit this console in my pocket.
understood. But guess
I
what? That
can't fit
thing
a
ain't.
PlayStation in my
But,
pocket.
but guess what? You ain't getting a 67 terabit freaking graphics card in your pocket for at least 20 more years. And by that time, it'll be outdated already.
Right, but guess what?
So
Roblox is not playing with 67 teraflops.
I understand that, but people ain't buying PS5s to play Roblox. They're doing it to play NBA 2K. They're doing it to play games like Cyberpunk. They're doing it to play heavy, intensive graphics games. That's two different clientele.
True. That's
So
true.
basically, here's the deal. You can play Roblox and Fortnite on a $200 computer from Walmart, and they play
Yeah,
perfectly fine. So
I agree.
that has nothing to do with PS5 sales. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, look, the way
Consoles aren't
I look at
going
portability.
anywhere.
I
I
I look at
know, I
portability as
know.
kind of like the holy grail
But here's the
of
problem.
gaming, right?
You're portable, right? But when you go home and you're not portable anymore and you want to play on your 70-inch TV, your experience is going to be degraded. That's what I'm saying. You don't believe me? Go play a Nintendo Switch on the little screen and then go home and plug that thing into your 70-inch TV and you tell me that thing has amazing graphics. It don't.
Oh, and then Nintendo
And
Switches suck.
neither does your handheld compared to a full gaming PC.
I
It's
don't
not a
know, man.
replacement. It is an. So here's the thing. It is not what I'm saying is your handheld thing is not a replacement for a gaming PC. It's not. It is an alternative means to play the game.
It's
It's
all
not a
yes,
replacement.
yes. It
But it's
is
not
a
a
it's
replacement.
a
In the perfect world, you'd have both.
mm,
Which is why the PC is not going anywhere for the home. That's my point. In a perfect world, you'd have both, not just one. Think about it. People get the phone and they get the Apple Watch. But they didn't. But when the Apple Watch came out, people didn't stop getting iPhones, did they?
no, but they did try to
So
put cellular into the phone, I mean,
but they
into the
did, and
watch.
guess what? People still have both. So your handheld
That's
thing
true.
is the equivalent of an Apple Watch to a gaming PC that you would have at home. That's all it is. It ain't gonna stop people from buying the gaming PC because people still want to go game in 4K 60. That's my point. They ain't doing all these graphic intensive developments for us now to go backwards and nobody gonna have high end graphics anymore because we just want to be portable. That ain't real. It's not real. People are going to have both, actually, Keon. So yes, your handheld world can exist, but it's going to coexist. It's not going to replace.
Well, I do believe coexistence is going to be the thing. I just think that
That,
it's going.
that's
But something's going to have to get cannibalized.
hey,
Like
look, let's not even look.
both of
We
them
ain't,
being there, something got to go.
and look, that handheld PlayStation 5 screen thing to me is ugly as sin. But that thing is selling.
Hey, I don't know
It's
who's
selling.
buying.
It's selling though.
You can look. You can only play it on linked to the PlayStation.
Well, that's the equivalent of, but at least you get full graphics performance, which is
That's
better than
crazy.
your handheld joint. I'm just saying.
Look.
You
I
get
feel like
full performance.
being in the PlayStation world is too restrictive now, man.
How?
I got Steam running on a
That's
little
cool.
7-inch, 8-inch
And
screen,
guess what,
full
Keon?
blown
You
Steam.
could do that 12 years ago. So you ain't doing nothing new. You act
That's
like
true.
this thing is opening doors. That door opened up 12 years ago. You late, actually. People
Well,
was
I did
already
it.
using handhelds and playing Steam remotely 12 years ago. It ain't no new created market. You act like this whole new thing. Oh, the handheld, them things been out, sir. They're just getting better, but they've been out. It ain't new.
Hey, the getting better is a good point, a good direction to be going in.
Okay,
I just
then,
think
but
like
that doesn't mean
because
that the
Steam
console market dies now. You acting like these things are just amazing. I have actually played on a handheld with the chip you have, and I thought it had bad performance. I played
really.
it. You don't remember that? I told you I played the ROG with that same
Oh
Z1
yeah,
Extreme chip,
yeah.
and
You did.
it was skipping playing freaking it was skipping playing that low quality racing game.
Yeah,
You
you
can
did
tell the
tell me that.
frames were skipping and dropping. And I'm used to playing on my gaming laptop, so I have a higher maybe my requirements of quality is higher than yours because
Hey,
I've
look.
seen the greatness that can exist. So to me, that is a degradation. That's why
Hey, look. I see people. If you willing to put up with the graphics of Fortnite and Roblox,
I don't play those
I think
games.
I know
That's
you
little
don't.
kids.
I know you
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying that if I had a child, I would probably end up getting. I wouldn't even get anything that even looked like a Switch
I
because
wouldn't
the only thing
either.
it's going to be able to do is play one. It's going to be able to do one thing.
But that's
And
what
for
I'm
me,
saying.
I hate things that only do one thing, like the Sony handheld. It only does one thing. It has to talk back to the console. Have to.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
not independent
yeah,
of each other. It doesn't go, hey, you know what?
yeah,
I'm spending
but
the
guess
weekend at
what?
my grandma's house.
But guess what?
Let me throw
It
the Switch. Let me throw
always
the game console in.
But guess what? It always has better quality than your handheld.
Quality
That's I'm just
over
saying.
portability.
And the screen's
Quality
bigger.
over portability.
And the screen's bigger. And it's portable.
It is.
So,
The
but here's
screen
my
is
thing,
bigger.
right? Like I said, I've played the handheld that has your chip in it, and it was literally lagging and you, bro, racing games are like quite literally the easiest games to render because they know the track is already laid out. So if you're driving, it knows that you're going to get to turn 4, and it can preload that thing was still lagging. And I said, "Dang, that's terrible, bro." What's the name of that freaking game? It's a crappy racing game. You can get on your iPhone and your Android. It's the same freaking crappy thing. What's it called?
What,
You know it.
Forza?
It's not Forza. It's the one that comes on them. Let me find it real quick. It's not even look. The graphics are trash on that game, and that handheld could barely freaking play them. It was literally dropping frames like nobody's business. It was hilarious to me. I was like, bro, you could play that on a potato, and it was dropping frames on that handheld. Let me see what this game is called. As soon as I see it, I don't know it because they're on like version 14 or something by now. It was
Forza
asphalt. It was
85.
asphalt, dude. The
Oh
asphalt
God, it was skipping
series.
on asphalt.
Yes, it was freaking dropping frames on asphalt on the ROG with the Z1 Extreme. It was dropping frames, and it took forever to load the freaking game.
Wow.
I was like, "Yo, really? I can load that. I can load that game on my PC in 1 second."
Dang.
I was just like, "Nah, dog, it ain't ready. Maybe in a few years. It ain't ready right now." And like I said, it's the graphics card that's the holdup. It ain't even the processor. That processor side is impressive. Those things are that Z1 literally has i9 performance.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing about that freaking little chip, which also proves to us that AMD is cheating us on the other processors, by the way.
Damn you, AMD. Damn
They're cheating.
you.
They accidentally showed their hand with that Z1 chip. They showed that they can make that thing run at 20 something watts.
Yep.
20, 30 watts and
Yep.
perform like an i9. They told on themselves with that.
Like, oops, sorry. Not sorry.
Same thing, dude. I can load even a game like Cyberpunk on my older gaming machine. I can load that game and be in gameplay in under a minute. You ain't doing that with your handheld, bro. Matter of fact, you probably can't even run Cyberpunk on that thing.
You know what? I have not tried it yet, but I should try it.
It's gonna crash.
Oh.
Plus, but then again, though, you're still only gonna be, and you're also gonna be limited to 1080p. That's what the screen is, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
limited to 1080p.
I'm over here on 4K with the 60 because I got my laptop plugged to the big TV. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, we gotta do tit for tat. There's still room for a PlayStation and an Xbox to exist for a few more years. It really is.
I mean, they're making double variants of it now, like the digital download version
They've been making
versus
that since day one, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the console generation where they decided to do like a split version.
They did that so they could have a cheaper option for the casual gamer. Let's just be real. Which is
Yeah.
smart. It's a smart move. It's a hey, a person that's not
Oh,
that
my wife
crazy would be
my
happy
wife
with
just
digital edition.
had picked up an Xbox. Don't even play games like that. She don't play console games like that. I think she did it probably for me more than anything. Because I complained about Stadia disappearing. I wasn't in a happy place. But I got one more story, sir. This is the cellular side. This is probably gonna go real fast. Dish marks 5G drive test milestone, validating its network speed, but they are now considered a nationwide 5G cell phone carrier. So they are considered nationwide by the FCC standards, which means that they probably have cell phone service as good as Sprint
Nope.
had
Nope.
before. No.
No. They have 0 sites in Randolph County.
Oh
0.
gosh.
Not 0. They have 0 sites in Chatham County too. 0. Just saying.
Yeah,
They ain't even Sprint level yet.
when you told me that they were putting sites up in
In
Greensboro.
Guilford County, they covered the whole county, but then there's all the other counties with no coverage. Even Sprint wasn't that bad, Keon. It wasn't that terrible. Look, at least you would have a signal with Sprint. There is literally 0 signal. Why you think you still can't get Project Genesis in half these counties?
That's true.
Look up. Matter
That's
of fact,
true.
go on there and look up your home county and see if you can get Genesis. I bet you probably can't.
I bet you probably can. I would side on that bet.
I'm just saying, yeah, we cannot say they're Sprint level. No, they are not even close. They're not even 35% of Sprint coverage level. And Sprint was terrible.
Wow.
Nah, not even 35, bro. I can't let Sprint go out like that. And I hate Sprint, but I can't let them go like that. No, not that bad, kid.
Hey, look. They got the nationwide moniker, so look, they
Since when
are
do we listen to the FCC?
what the
Since when?
FCC.
The FCC
The
just up
FC.
broadband definition after. They like the dude that shows up to the party to tell you what they would have done if they would have been there. Man, if he said to me what I would have done to him,
I
you would have done
shot
nothing.
him.
You would have done nothing. Shut up.
Tags on radio.
Sure, talking junk. All
Hold on, let me
late.
pull up the other story that talking about. Where's that? There it is.
If they would have kept what they were doing in Greensboro, kept going, then they would have probably had Sprint coverage. But they stopped, man. They went to the county line and quit.
What, they ran out of money?
Hey, we can't say they
They
did.
ran out of money.
But we knew that was gonna happen when it started.
There was no money to be had.
Nationwide, my tail.
So now that they have a nationwide network, does that bring up their stock price for somebody to turn around and buy them?
Nope.
What? You don't think this would entice Amazon to finally start
Amazon
putting
wants
money back in? Put money back in.
Amazon wants to catch them on the way down, not back up. Amazon gonna wait till they bleeding out on the battlefield and be like, I got a quick clock, but you gotta sign right here.
Oh wow. Please, why don't you save me?
Look, bro, they only cover 70 million pops as of May last year. How's that nationwide?
This is the definition by the FCC, sir.
What is the definition? What is the definition?
Oh God, I gotta look it up.
Does it? It don't.
No, it doesn't. It don't tell you.
My point. This is all semantics.
It does not tell you.
Yeah.
No, hey, look, I'm just saying, like, Project Genesis is not available where I live at. It's probably available in DC, but not from my small town that I'm from.
Oh, have you checked DC?
Oh, you know what? I have not officially checked. That information came from, some other passerbys that venture through my neck of the woods on a regular basis. AKA PA Tech.
I hear you talking.
I be like, I don't know how somebody who ain't got a driver's license can get around so much. he travels more than I do, and I got a car.
Thank you. That's pretty rough.
Hey man, I got a car and I don't drive like that. I don't even like driving.
I'm checking dead in the center of town of my hometown and no coverage there. That's what I thought.
No.
0. Yeah, man. They ain't no nation.
The coverage is where it counts. That's how you look at it.
Yes,
it's where it counts at.
Where it counts is customers who actually want it can't get it, so that don't count too much.
Oh,
this puts you on every network but their own.
they got no radio. We could honestly say that that's called choice. See, look at that. See, it's how you spin it. It's how you take the information and you spin it. You know, when you're on Dish, you can choose their network if it's available. You can choose AT&T network if it's available. And you can choose T-Mobile's network if it's available. But that should make them end up migrating their Boost wireless customers over to their network more now.
They're not, bro. You can beg to get on their network. They won't put you on it. Believe me, I'm trying, dude.
Yeah.
Getting on their network is daggone near impossible, man.
Wow.
You're gonna end up on T-Mobile every time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
Let it burn. Now
Cancel it like we done do TikTok. Yeah.
Oh no. Man.
They need to demand Charlie sells it.
Radio, you mean.
Okay, whatever, man.
No, look. Hey, look. I would like to see them succeed. I would like to see a little bit of. I would like to see them not be in the dumpster fire, man.
Oh, they don't even want to succeed. So why are you rooting?
Hey, they were forced into a bad situation.
Man, that's like saying you hope the police succeed at the war on drugs, knowing daggone well they don't want to.
No, Radio, you didn't walk around school with the damn shirt.
Man, the police don't even believe in them shirts. Man, and look, if they're successful, they don't have jobs anymore, sir.
Wow. Oh, hey, look, I got a little jab for you. So here you go. I found this. So China is getting ready to try to flood our market. So
with what? With sideways pocket toys?
Oh gosh.
Oh man, you gonna discount
BYD,
this junk?
A $10,000 EV, man.
Yeah, and the battery will be bad in 6 months.
But guess what? The EV battery won't be $20,000. You can't charge $20,000 for a $10,000 car, sir.
That car got a Fisher Price battery in it. Got a Power Wheels battery in it.
Hey. You know that people will buy it. You know it.
No, they won't.
Know it.
They're not buying them VinFast cars.
VinFast is trying to do something.
Yeah, but nobody's buying them cars because they're pieces of junk.
Yeah,
the VinFast ain't $10,000. They're not even 10,000. So look, they could make a decent EV for 50-something thousand. You think China making a decent one for 9,700? Come on. That thing got 2 DeWalt drills in the back. The engines.
Wow.
that car does 0 to 25 in an hour.
Radio, that's not right. You said DeWalt drills.
Yeah, that's 2 DeWalt 20-volt drills in the back of that thing, boy. At least it got 2 speeds though. Got 2-speed transmission on it. High and low.
Hey, Radio, that's called a feature, man. You could pop those batteries out and take them in the house with you and charge it up. There you go.
You're gonna make it whole because the battery's gonna die before you get there. You're gonna pull off the lot and it's gonna run the juice at the stoplight.
Dang. Oh, hey, what about your hold on, let me pull it up.
Buy a remote control car from that company.
Wow.
They better quit.
What about your battery swapping company, man? Hold on.
Oh wait.
Where's that?
Oh Jesus.
That's it? Yeah, I think that's it. The Chinese automaker Nero.
That is
not 650-mile range EV.
Yeah.
That's the company that's doing battery swaps.
No, that's one of the companies that's talking about it. Stellantis was also working with it, sir.
Stellantis, yes, but Neo
don't matter in America. Remember, we kicking all the Chinese stuff out, Keon. Getting rid of TikTok.
If you Chinese, you gotta go.
You think they about to get a Huawei car, dog? Man, no, homie, they ain't letting none of these cars in the U.S., bro.
They got to T-O out of here.
Joe Biden is trying to get rid of TikTok, sir, and he's a Democrat.
Man,
he agrees with the conservatives on TikTok, and you think they're gonna let
yo, I've never seen politicians move that fast on anything. I mean, like, they move pretty fast. They were like, hey, I agree. We'll get rid of it. Let's go.
By Huawei. Yeah,
the same thing they did with Huawei.
Huawei's
Huawei's equipment is by far the cheapest and probably better than everybody else's. They were like, nah, ban that now, ban it now.
Yes, sir.
We can't let them have a foothold here. Sorry.
EVs and Qualcomm's Elite chip are going to suffer the same fate, death, because they're not priced. They can't compete in the price and longevity side of the game. That's the two most important parts. You got to be priced properly, and you have to have longevity. And EVs currently don't have either. Well,
no,
it's what it is. It's what it is, man. You know.
Well, that's all the news for this week, everybody. No Radio, thank you for stopping by, shooting the breeze.
Heck yeah, down.
You know, we sit around, joke about how wrong I am half the time.
Oh, you just a troll.
Huh? I'm not being a troll.
Troll, man. You don't even believe half the stuff you say.
I do believe some of the stuff.
He said my Z1 chip gonna put PlayStation 5 out of business.
I looked at the portability, man. Hey,
you know how
land parties were a real thing. Okay, nobody's done it in a while.
I know that, right? But let's give one more point and then we'll wrap it up. How many Nintendo Switch sales have there been since the launch in the US?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'll give you the answer. It's 139 million.
139 million.
Yep.
Okay. So are you
ready?
saying that it's not enough market? That's a market. It sounds like there's a market there.
What I'm saying is they sold more Nintendo Switches than PS5s. But guess what? The PS5 still exists, and it came out after the Switch. Portability does not kill the non-portable market. They don't have anything to do with each other. That is the point. They don't have anything to do with each other. And actually, if we go worldwide, it's actually, okay, my number's off. Actually, it's actually the other way around. Nintendo Switch, 139 million. You know how many PS5s have been sold?
How many?
Like,
I think they're 48.9 million, right?
So it's right at 50 million, yeah. So the market still exists, dog. The Switch coming out didn't stop it.
Hey, G, thank you for stopping by, shooting the breeze with us. You know, we out here having our antics.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and get.
Hey, look, I like to try to be a futurist, and nobody likes to nail my toes to the ground, make sure I don't float away.
I'm just telling you, the future is both, man. That's all.
I think the future is right. If we can just if we can get people out of the way of it.
You know, Kian, you know people are buying records again.
Yes.
Okay, then. So the CD and the MP3 came out, and the record industry was supposed to be dead, and now all of a sudden there's a record resurgence in the world.
Look, I'll just say something. They ain't got no record player in the car. You don't see that coming back in the car, do you?
Believe me.
They're not playing those vinyls in the car.
Classics, because you hit a speed bump. I'm just saying, King. Classics never die. Just remember that.
I feel you. I'm just saying that I look at portability as being the holy grail. Hey, look, I bought.
Guess what? It always has been, and it never has happened.
That's true.
So, remember when let's think about it. Nostalgia. When the PSP dropped, we was like, "Oh snap, it's over, y'all! It's over." And then it came out. It was like, "Oh, it ain't as actually strong as the console."
Oh, hey, look. When I realized it wasn't when I realized it's not playing the same game, I knew it was until you get the same game that you playing on your console as you playing on your handheld, the exact same game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be there yet.
And I don't know about you.
They're getting close.
Do you remember when the iPhone was gonna drop? And people doing the same thing. Oh man, I heard it's gonna be able to do everything the Mac computer can do, man. I heard it's gonna be doing this, and I heard it's gonna be doing that. And it came out and it didn't do none of that.
That's
We always jump
Apple
too far.
hamstrung it.
No, sir. No, sir. Original iPhone would have never been able to replace a desktop
No.
Okay?
It wasn't close enough.
And there wasn't even tech to make it happen.
It wasn't close enough. It wasn't until they got higher into their whole A series chipset where they realized like, yo, this chip is way more powerful than we thought it was. Once they hit that point, like a lot of people kept saying, like the chip is way more snappier and it can run more beefier programs on it. What they were realizing on the iPad, that's when they realized, oh, we can just turn this into a desktop.
Yeah, but I might add. Even then, it still hasn't happened, has it? Remember whenever they put the M1 in the iPad, it was like, oh, it's gonna be your laptop replacement. Ain't happened. In fact, iPad sales went down. You see that they you don't let me look it up. All iPad sales are down, lower than ever.
That's true.
MacBook sales are up. So the list portable
this is the time, Apple. This is the time to cannibalize your iPad market. Put a touch screen.
Oh, they ain't gonna do that.
Put a touch screen on your laptops.
iPads are still keeping the 3-year-old satisfied playing Roblox. Everybody I know who got an iPad don't even use it anymore, but they 3-year-old does.
Man,
they just like, here, kid, be quiet. Go in the corner, be quiet. The kid over there playing Roblox.
That is the here, kid, be quiet device.
But yo, hey, home, but here's something to do.
Hey, I wouldn't even want to say a device either. But yo, hey, everybody, thank y'all for coming. Like, share, and subscribe to the videos. I'm still posting my videos from when I went back home. I did a little bit more detailed run this time, so I was able to get a lot more footage. I'm already done with Greenville, so I got the videos coming out, going up and down I-95 coming out. I think the truck stop is next. No, my brother's barbershop. I did some speed testing over there because where his barbershop was off the beaten path. It was in the sticks. Literally, I had sticks around me. That's how far into the sticks I was. Okay, so that's those videos are going to come out in the next couple weeks. So thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a good one. Do 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 do.